They found her dead body lying in the courtyard, face up, eyes wide, lips slightly parted as if her final breath had something left to say. Her dupatta was tangled beneath her, one end still draped over her shoulder, clinging as if trying to shield her even in death. The ground beneath her was cracked, dusty, dry. Her name was Samina. She was 26, a mother of two, a wife, a daughter of this soil. She lived in a small, sun-baked village nestled between fields and forgotten roads, where time never moved forward and neither did the rules. Her daughter's laughter was her future. Her son's tiny fingers wrapped around her hand were her strength. She had learned early what it meant to be a woman in her world, to lower her eyes, to silence her opinions, to hide her pain behind a practiced smile. But she bore it all with grace. She told herself this was life, that maybe, just maybe, her children would grow up free in ways she never could. It all began on a quiet evening. The sun had melted into the horizon, painting the sky with soft orange hues. Samina had finished cleaning the house, cooking the evening meal, and putting her children to bed. She stepped out, barefoot as usual, to fetch water from the hand pump. As she filled her metal container, she noticed someone walking past on the narrow dirt path. It was a man from a neighboring village. She'd seen him once or twice before during harvest season. He glanced briefly, then respectfully lowered his eyes, and in a low, soft voice he said, "Salam, peace be upon you." Samina looked down instinctively, then nodded and replied just as quietly, "Peace be upon you too." That was it. No pause, no secret, no sin, just a fleeting act of human decency. But someone saw, someone always does, and that someone cloaked in the shadows of ignorance and boredom turned that single greeting into a weapon. By the time Samina returned home, her fate had already been written in whispers. She was talking to a man alone. She smiled. She's not as innocent as she looks. And then came the word, Kari. A verdict, a death sentence whispered in the ears of men whose honor is built on fear. That night, her husband, Rafiq, returned home from the fields. But his face was different. "Samina," he said, his voice low, shaking. "What did you do?" She stared at him, confused. What are you talking about?" "I know, the village knows. You talked to another man." Her heart dropped. "It was just a salam, that's all. I didn't do anything wrong. I swear on our children." But Rafiq was not listening. Men like him didn't need proof, only rumors. He slapped her, hard, once, then again. She fell to the floor, her face stinging, her ears ringing. Her daughter whimpered in the next room. Her son cried out. But no one came. Samina crawled to him. "Please," she said through tears. "You know me. I've never dishonored you. I've lived for you, for our children." But Rafiq's pride had been wounded, not by her, but by words. Words spoken by others. Words he believed more than the woman who had shared his life. That night, as the house lay still, Samina curled next to her children. She prayed for morning to come with peace. But peace did not come. Rafiq came instead. He stood in the doorway, watching them sleep. And for a moment, just a breath, he hesitated. Maybe he saw her kindness. Maybe he remembered the meals she cooked, the wounds she nursed, the winters they survived together. But honor is a noise that drowns everything else. He grabbed her by the arm. She woke up screaming. Her daughter clung to her, crying. "Ami, don't go," she begged. "I am not Kari. I am not dishonor." But her voice met only silence. The silence of a night that didn't want to interfere, and so he killed her with his bare hands. The same hands that had once touched her with love. Now those hands became her final memory. When the sun rose, it found her body in the courtyard. The village elders came. They didn't ask questions. They didn't demand proof. They just nodded and muttered, "He did what a man must do." No arrest, no justice, no shame. This is not just Samina's story. It is the story of thousands, of girls who were caught laughing too loudly, of wives who dared to say no, of daughters who dreamed beyond four walls. Kari is not culture, it is cruelty dressed in custom. And every time we stay silent, we become part of it. We're told it's our tradition. But what kind of tradition teaches a man that pride is worth more than a woman's life? Samina was not Kari. She was a mother, a wife, a daughter of this land. And now she's buried in it. We must name this for what it is, a murder. And we must say with truth, you do not become a man by killing a woman. Parents, teach your sons that strength is in compassion. Teach your daughters that their voice is power. Let this be the last night stolen under the name of honor. Together we can rewrite the narrative. Together we can plant seeds of change. Let's build a world where every Samina can dream freely without fear of judgment or harm.